students. Okay, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is final account with adjustment. Since we have solved many problems regarding final account without adjustment, and after the successful completion and also the task that I have given to you, and most of the students have completed those tasks, and I think there is no more further doubts regarding the posting of the items in the chapter called final accounts without adjustments. Okay, so under this unit, as I have told you and as we have discussed, the first thing that we have to learn or to understand was the expenses and expenditure, then the classification of expenditure, then the different types of assets and liabilities for the posting of or for the transfer of items like assets and liabilities to position statement or balance sheet. Okay, so now then after final account without adjustment, the next chapter comes final account with adjustment. As you know what the adjustments are. Okay, adjustments means, I have already told you, adjustment means those items that are not at all recorded in any book of account. In the previous chapter, that is final account without adjustment, you were having only one adjustment item, that was closing stock. So you know that how the closing stock was treated. It was taken to the credit side of trading account, and also it was taken to the asset side of balance sheet under the head current assets. Okay, so similarly there will be more adjustment that will be come across in this chapter, that is final account with adjustments. Okay, there will be adjustment regarding various items. I have already sent the notes regarding the adjustments in the group, so please read those adjustments. And since all the adjustments cannot be explained here and it is not impossible to write over here, so I have sent you already the written format of all the adjustments. Just read it, understand it. If there is any doubt, please ask me, but further I will make you understand in short how those adjustments are treated. See, first of all we need to know the meaning. Moving on to the next part, we will be discussing the provision or reserves for bad debt. Okay, so I am writing it again. The first classification that we made here is provision or reserve for bad debt. First of all, I am writing all the names. Okay, I am writing all the names that will be given as synonymously, and you may get confused that whether they are same or different. Okay, first of all, I am writing the synonymous names. They can be called as provision for bad debt, they can be called as reserve for bad debt, they can be called as bad debt reserve, again they can be called as provision for doubtful debt. So please look carefully, there are synonymous names. Then they are also called as reserve for doubtful debt, also called as doubtful debt reserve. So see, there are various synonymous names. I hope these are the 6 synonymous names, but the meaning, treatment and objective is same only. The meaning is same, treatment is same. Treatment is same means all these are related to debtors. These are just synonymous. As I told you, synonymous means same. Okay, and the existence is also same, only for the uncertainties that is going to arise because of the debtors. So what are the names? See, provision for bad debt, reserve for bad debt, just I told you. Then they are also given as bad debt reserve. In short, then they can be also called as provision for doubtful debt, reserve for doubtful debt reserve. These are the 6 names that are used synonymously or different areas for different types, not for different types. In different questions they are given different names. Since names are different, value, meaning, objective, treatment is almost and exactly the same. All these 6 items are same and indicating the same item only, and they are only representing to the deduction of debtors or arising out of debtors. Okay, so now without wasting any time, we shall go discuss about this, how they should be treated, because its treatment is a bit complication in our adjustment part. So I hope you don't get confused with the synonymous names. These are the synonymous 6 names, or keep in your mind. And when you get any of these names out of these 6 categories, always remember they all are anyhow or somehow the same. Okay, treated same, meaning same, objective same, and only related to sundry debtors of your business organization. So it is bit complication for the treatment. So how many ways you can treat it? Okay. It is existing in our business organization in 3 ways. Okay, that existing in our business organization in 3 ways. I am writing here the basis, that is existence or ways. Okay, means they can be existing in your business organization in 3 ways. Okay, the very simple you know that is given inside trial balance, second to know is given outside trial balance, that you called as adjustment. Okay, the third and more confusing area is given inside and outside trial balance. See, there are various items that you come across as adjustments are only of these ways. That is, given inside trial balance there is no adjustment, given outside trial balance means it is an adjustment. But except this adjustment or this provision, all the adjustments or the items or the transactions are same, treated or exist in the form of adjustment. This is the only reserve or provision, the item that is existing in the business organization in 3 ways, means one extra way. So first you know is given inside trial balance, then outside trial balance, then third is given both inside and outside trial balance. That means it exists in same question 2 times. So definitely it will arise confusion for the students. Okay, see, I have solved problem and also uploaded video where this provision for bad debt haven't come across now. So next video where we will be solving the problems of final account, we will be solving problems regarding the provisions for bad debt and how it should be treated. So before solving the final account problems regarding these provisions for bad debt or reserve for bad debt, where you will get definitely a confusions or dilemma, so I am clearing about all those misappropriations and dilemmas. Okay, so before I told you the types of provisions and the treatment that are common that you got in your notes. Okay, but here the provision that I am talking about now, that is related to bad debt or doubtful debt, exists in the business in 3 ways. That is inside trial balance, outside trial balance, and given both inside and outside trial balance. Let us discuss the treatments. So the treatment for the first one is very easy. As you know, given inside trial balance, we have solved a question of final account without adjustment where we got an item called reserve for doubtful debt. See, the items of the trial balance are taken to finance statement on the basis of nature. On the basis of nature means expense, whether direct or indirect, incomes, whether direct or indirect, assets or liabilities. So in this way you categorize the item and take to their respective financial statements. Direct income and direct expense are taken to trading income. Indirect income and indirect expense are taken to profit and loss account, and all sort of assets and liabilities are taken to balance sheet or their position statement by making a proper classification or categorization for precise presentation and understanding. Okay, so see, given inside trial balance means reserve or provisions, as I have told you, is a contingent liability, and since contingent liabilities are not certain, they may be taken place in next accounting year or in the coming future accounting years. We don't know when does it take place and whether it will take place or not. So since these are called as contingent liabilities, they are not certain, they are not shown as liability in the liability side of balance sheet, but they are shown in the by way of deduction from concerned asset to which it belongs. So they are belonging to which asset? These reserves are belonging to which asset? That is your debtor, because debt comes from debtor. So they are not shown as contingent liability in the liability side of balance sheet, but By rule, it is shown by way of deduction from the concerned asset, that is sundry debtors. Because these are not certain liabilities, these are uncertain, so not shown as liability but by way of deduction from assets, because it may take place in future and it may reduce our funds. Okay. So since it is given inside trial balance, it will be treated once. You know that if the transactions are posted from initially like journalized and posted, then taken to trial balance. So the items inside trial balance are treated once. So it will be treated once. How it is treated? Shown by way of deduction. Shown by way of deduction from sundry debtors. So shown by way of sundry debtors. That's it. These are not shown in the liability, but these are shown by way of deduction from the concerned asset to which it belongs. Since it is a debt, obviously it is belonging to debtors. So it is treated once since given inside trial balance, shown in the asset side of balance sheet by way of deduction from sundry debtors in balance sheet. Okay, now see, given outside trial balance. Given outside trial balance means it is an adjustment and it should be taken to two financial statements that I have discussed when I discussed about the categorization or the types of the reserves or provisions. Okay, so it is very simple. Out of the two treatment, for one treatment will be this of going to sure. Okay, for sure this is the first treatment and the second treatment, as you know, taken to profit and loss account. Given outside trial balance means it is an adjustment. And as you know, adjustments are taken to two financial statements. So it is shown in the debit side of profit and loss account. And second, it is shown in the asset side of balance sheet. That means deducted from debtor. So I am not writing here detailedly because of space problem. Deducted from sundry debtors. So this is the treatment that you do if you given inside trial balance. One more extra treatment is made if given outside trial balance, that is shown in the debit side of profit and loss account. Just now we discussed before this the three types of provision, that is discount on debtors and discount on debtors and provision for doubtful debt or bad debt, treated the same, that is shown in the debit side of profit and loss account as indirect expense, or shown in the balance sheet asset side by way of deduction from sundry debtors. Here written here the detail and not here written here the detail because the thing is same. Now the most confusing part is the third. If given both inside and outside trial balance, how do you treat it? The treatment will be done this way only. These two treatments will be only done because, as you know, this is an adjustment and it should be posted to two financial statement, but it should not be treated more than this. This type of adjustments are also taken to these two financial statement or treated in these two ways only. But the difference is that they are existing in two ways, inside and outside trial balance. So how does it taken? Okay. So see, I am just giving you an example here. For example, this is your trial balance. For example, this is your trial balance and you are having an item called provision for bad debt. Provision for bad debt or doubtful debt, as you know, these things are same. You are having an item of provision for bad debt. Since it is a liability, obviously it will show a credit balance. You have 1,000. That means already existing in the balance sheet as trial balance as 1,000, and in the adjustment part it is given provide provision for bad debt rupees 1,500. So see, I am written in short. Okay, avoid for this type of mistakes. Okay, see, in the trial balance given as provision for bad debt 1,000, and in the adjustment part it is given provide provision for bad debt 1,500. So got it? Given inside and outside trial balance, you will be definitely getting this type of question in your adjustments. Majorly, most you will get this type of adjustment. Outside and inside trial balance. Inside the trial balance it is given 1000. And in the adjustment it says, for this year, allow provision for bad debt 1500. In majorly questions it will be given as the percentage that you have to take up on the debtors, which means 10% of the debtors. 10% means if debtors are 1 lakh, 10% of debtors, that comes 10,000. So you have to calculate as a percentage. I am given here for your better understanding in the form of amount. So see, it is given here 1000, here given here 1500. So it will be treated also in two ways, as I told you now. Okay, it is deducted from debtors. I am telling you about the second adjustment or the second treatment. Okay, so for better understanding. Okay, so these are the two treatments that is required to be made also for treatment of provision or reserve for bad debt. Okay, so see, for example, as I have given here, provision is given as 1000, and in the fresh year or the current year you have to make provision for 1500. Then so the treatment here goes the same like given outside trial balance in the form of adjustment, that is debit side of PL account and debit from sundry debtors. This I have told you. So since this is the fresh amount of provision or the provision that exists in the current accounting year, it will be directly subtracted from your sundry debtors. Okay, I am just writing here the amount. I will show you how it occurs while we will be solving problems on final accounts, and we will come across this adjustments. Okay, now just get it theoretically. This is the fresh amount of provision that we have in this year, and this has to be subtracted from your sundry debtors because this amount is no way related to your past or previous year, and these debtors are fresh for your this current year. So that is why the fresh amount of provision or the current year provision is deducted from debtors, that is 1500. The same goes like here given outside trial balance. But what is the difference that you get in this third existence or third way is, see, you already have provision as your account 1000 shows in the trial balance, and this year it asks to maintain provision for 1500. That means we already have 1000, we need provision for 1500. That means we need extra 500. Got it? Please pay attention. We already have 1000 as the provision, but we need 1500 for this year. That means we need extra 500. So we are running deficit here. So these 500 will be taken out where? From where? It will be taken out from your profit. Where does the profit exist in your book of account? In your profit and loss account. So it will be taken to the profit and loss account debit side. How much? 500. Because we are running deficit by 500. We already have 1000. Now we need 1500. So we have subtracted the fresh amount of provision from the debtors. We need extra only 500. That will be shown in the debit side of profit and loss account. Okay? Understood? Because we need 500, that you can treat it as an indirect expenses, so shown in the debit side of profit and loss account. Now let us discuss the other side of the coin or the other way of existence of this provision. I am just changing the current year provision so you can understand it better, and I hope you understand this one. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. See, the provision amount given inside trial balance is 1000, but this year it requires 800 rupees. Earlier you have provision that is 1000 rupees, and this year you require provision that is 800 rupees. So this was the first case that you made. Okay. In the second case, what you have to do is, this is a different question and this is different question. Okay. So this year you need 800. Since the 800 amount is the fresh provision or the provision for bad debt for the current year, this will be directly subtracted from your debtors. Okay. In the second case, you have to subtract it from debtors. In the first case, you subtracted 1500. In the second case, you have fresh provision as amounting to 800 rupees. That is again subtracted from your debtors directly. See, the amount comes in the current year provision is maybe excess or maybe deficit. The total amount that is given in the form of adjustment for the current year are subtracted from your debtors in the asset side of balance sheet under the head current assets. Okay, clear? So there is no any other necessary calculation for these adjustments that are given for the current year. Current year adjustments amounting to X amount or whatever amount are completely subtracted from debtors. Now the thing is, what we have to do this excess amount. In the previous question, on the previous case, we are having the deficit of 500. But see, here we are having already 1000, and this year desired provision regarding bad debt or doubtful debt is 800. That means we are getting excess of 200 rupees provision. So how it should be treated? It should be treated the opposite. 800 you are subtracted from debtors and you are having 200 extra. So how should you treat it? When you need 500, you are showing that item in the debit side of profit and loss account. Now you are having excess of 200. So obviously it should go the way of opposite. It should be shown in the credit side of profit and loss account by writing by excess provision for bad debt. Okay. Watch it carefully. It should be shown in the credit side of profit and loss account. What is the amount that you have to show in the credit side of profit and loss account? That is 200. First case was 1500. We have subtracted from the debtors, and extra 500 that we need because we are running deficit. So we have taken from profit and loss account by showing it on the debit side as the indirect expenses. In the second case, we are having excess of 200. The fresh provision is 800. Second case I mentioned here, it is deducted from the debtors. Okay, the treatment I can show you better while solving the problem. Just I can tell you theoretically now. So the excess amount that we have after the current rate provision is 200. See, previously we have 1000 in our hand, and now we need 800 rupees. So 200 we have extra, excess or surplus we have. So this 200 rupees is taken to the opposite or the credit side of profit and loss account that you have to mention there by excess provision. Okay, for bad debt. So this is what regarding the provision for or reserve for bad debt. The two main complications that you get or arise over solving the final account adjustment questions regarding these adjustments are, first of all, the names. So these are the 6 synonymous names that you come across while solving these adjustments. But never to get confused with this. These are all same, meaning is same, treatment is same, and objective also same. This is the first complication. You should clear or without having any confusion or dilemmas. The second confusion or complication that you get is, see, given once inside trial balance means you treat once, given outside trial means unlike other adjustment, you take it to two financial statement. That is very simple. And third existence is little bit complicated. That is given inside and outside trial balance that I have explained to you just now. If you have any problem, please ask me without any hesitation and watch the video carefully how it is to be treated if given inside and outside trial balance, and I have also explained with the examples and cases. Till now, I have uploaded 2 videos of final account with adjustment where we haven't solved any provision related question. But the next video we will be discussing all sort of provision like provision for discount on debtor, provision for discount on creditor, and provision for bad debt that we have discussed majorly over here. Okay, the next final account question that we will be solving in the next video will be totally relating to the provision, that may be provision related to discount on debtor or discount on creditor or bad debt or doubtful debt. So before solving those problems or going to those videos, please understand the provision part carefully and properly so that you can understand the questions that will be solved in the next video. Okay, even if you have doubt again, you can ask me. Okay, thank you.